Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some Action PC Baseball 2020. Continue with our American League 5-year franchise tournament between the 1990/94 White Sox against the 1971/75 Oakland A's. Round 1, Game 2. All games are best of 3. I am playing as the Chicago White Sox. Oakland won Game 1, 3-2 in a pitcher's duel as Catfish Hunter defeated Jack McDowell. First, a big thanks to Steve Tate for creating the American League and National League 5-year franchise sets, which can be downloaded from the Action PC community site for free. Also, a big thanks to Beatles Eternally for bringing these wonderful sets to my attention. We are at Comiskey Park. Let's play ball. Let's go to the starting lineups for the visiting Oakland A's. Best of 3. They took Game 1, 3-2. Leading things off for Oakland in center field, Billy North. Batting second at shortstop, Bert Campaneris. Reggie Jackson is in right field, batting third. Gene Tennis at first base, the cleanup hitter. Sal Bando, who had the big 2-run homer in the bottom of the first for the A's, bats fifth, plays third. Joe Rudy in left field bats sixth. The designated hitter batting seventh, Duran Johnson. Doing the catching, batting eighth, Dave Duncan. Playing second base, batting ninth, Larry Brown. The pitcher trying to close out this best of 3 series, the lefty Ken Holtzman for Oakland. For the Chicago White Sox, leading off, playing shortstop, Craig Graybeck. Batting second in center field, Lance Johnson. Batting third, the big hurt at first base, Frank Thomas. Cleanup hitter, left fielder, Timmy Raines. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Carlton Fisk. At third base, batting sixth, Robin Ventura. In right field, batting seventh, Sammy Sosa. Batting eighth, behind the plate, doing the catching, Mike Lavaliere. Batting ninth, the second baseman, Joey Cora. On the bump, trying to take it to a Game 3 and back to Oakland, Wilson Alvarez, the lefty. So it's lefty versus lefty. Alvarez on the mound, 5 defensive range. Lavaliere behind the plate, 8 range, 7 arm. Thomas at first is a 4 range. Cora is a 3 range at second. Graybeck has 6 range at short. Ventura an 8 range at third. Tim the Rock Raines in left, 7 range, 6 arm. Lance Johnson in center, 8 range, 4 arm. Sammy Sosa in right, 8 range, 7 arm. So Alvarez on the bump. Billy North at the plate. North 0 for 2 in the playoffs. Did score a run and stole a base. Excellent bunter. We're going to bring our corners in. Ventura in at third, Thomas in at first. Hello to World's Worst Gamer. Hope all is well. Here's the pitch to Billy North. And that's not what you want to do, give North a free pass. Tremendous base stealer. But Alvarez has a pretty good move, I guess, to first, because North only a 33% chance of stealing second. Thomas to hold him on. Here comes Campaneris. Campy struggled in Game 1, 0 for 3. The pitch to Campy. Foul ball. left side. The count's 0-2. Alvarez throws over. North dives back. Alvarez looks to first. Now in to Lavalier. The pitch to Bert Campaneris. Back-to-back walks, so Campaneris battles at the plate. Gets a walk. North to second. Campaneris to first. And Reginald Martinez-Jackson at the plate. Reggie's 1 for 3, scoring a run. Alvarez rubs up the baseball. Back up on the bump. The pitch to Jackson. And he strikes out Jackson, who swings hard and goes down to a knee. On the 3-2 count. 1 out, 2 on for Gino Tennis. Tennis was hitless in Game 1. Actually didn't play in Game 1. The PC makes the lineup for the Oakland A's team. Alvarez takes a deep breath. Looks into Lavalier. Whatever. I forgot how to pronounce his name. Lavalier. The pitch to Tennis. Chopper. Past the mound. Graybeck has it. Only play to first. 2 down. North to third. Campaneris to second. Midlife Crisis has joined us. Hope all is well. He asks, evening. You're my lullaby tonight. Well, thank you. How many teams in your tourney? How did you pick them? 48 teams in my tournament, and I just picked them at random. I had a dice roller, and whenever teams came up, those were in the tournament. So I like to say hello to Roger Ramjet. As Roger says, always love those A's uniforms and world's worst gaming. Says, good evening, Al. Sal Bando at the plate. He had that big home run in the bottom of the first back in Oakland. Can he do it again? Pale Hose fans hope not. 2 outs, 2 on. The pitch to Bando. Inside corner. Swing and a miss, batter. The side is retired. Alvarez pitches out of that mess. We go to the bottom of the first. Graybeck, Johnson, and Thomas, against Kenny Holtzman. Holtzman on the mound. Left-handed hurler, 7 defensive range. Behind the plate, Dave Duncan, 5 range, 5 arm. Tennis at first, 5 range. Brown's a 7 range at second. Campaneris a 9 at short. Bando a 5 at third. Rudy in left field, 7 range, 7 arm. Billy North, 10 range in center, 7 arm. Jackson, 8 range in right, and an 8 arm. That's a tremendous defensive outfield there. The pitch to Graybeck, getting his first start from Kenny Holtzman. Graybeck, that's a gap shot. Extra bases for Graybeck. That's why we put him at the top of the lineup, baby. A leadoff double for Graybeck. Here's Lance Johnson. I should have put Lavalier. I actually think I pronounced his name properly there. I should have put Lavalier batting second. I had him there, then I moved him down. I should have kept him there because he's a 10 sacrifice bunt. I was going to play a little. I dropped him in the lineup. Lance Johnson, a below average bunter. Holtzman throws strikes. We're going to play unorthodox hit and run. There goes Graybeck. Johnson grounds it to the right side. Does his J.O.B. Graybeck to third. Johnson retired. As I believe that went Brown to Tennis. Mark Jones, how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. He says, the A's were my first favorite team in the early 70s, so I still have a soft spot for them. That brings up the big hurt, Frank Thomas. Thomas, 333 with 2 ribbies. Holtzman to Thomas. Base hit, 1-0 White Sox. Yes. 3rd ribby of the series for Big Frank. Tennis to hold on, a very slow-footed Thomas at first. Tim the Rock Raines, 3 for 4 in Game 1. Switch hitter batting righty against the left-handed hurling Holtzman. Holtzman looks to first, now in at Duncan. Slide step to Raines. Swing and a miss on the 1-2 pitch. He spotted that fastball very good. 2 outs for Carlton Fisk. Fisk, the DH, was 0 for 2 in game 1. Thomas will be off on contact. Tennis still holding Thomas on with 2 outs. Duncan sets the target, the pitch to Pudge. Fisk, fly ball, center field. North going back to his right, makes the catch. The side is retired, but the White Sox strike first on the single by Frank Thomas. Roger Ramjet in the chat says, I love to recall my first year at ASU watching Bando and Jackson playing for the school team. Awesome. Top of the second, 1-0 White Sox. For the A's, Rudy, Johnson, and Duncan. Joe Rudy, .250 in the series. 1 for 4. He tripled in game 1. Alvarez looks into the plate. LaValliere sets the target, the pitch to Joe Rudy. Inside corner. He got him, swing and a miss. He tied him up with that 93-mile-per-hour fastball. 1 down. Alvarez rubs up the baseball. Now back up on the bump to deal with Duran Johnson. 333, 1 for 3 in game 1. The pitch to Johnson, right-handed stick, DH. Johnson works a walk. The third walk given up by Alvarez. Johnson not a threat to steal. I'm going to play behind him. I dare Johnson to steal. That brings up Dave Duncan. Duncan getting his first start. The pitch to Duncan. Duncan goes down. Badly overpowered on the 0-2 count. Fastball. Another strikeout for Alvarez. He has 4 strikeouts, but he's walked for 2 outs. Johnson will be off on contact. Thomas plays behind him. The number 9 batter, the second baseman, Larry Brown. First start in the tournament. LaValliere sets the target. The pitch to Brown. Another walk. Holy cow. 4 walks and 4 strikeouts. There's some milling in the White Sox bullpen. They must win to force a game 3 back in Oakland. Johnson to second. Brown to first. The dangerous Billy North at the plate. He walked his first time up. The pitch to Billy North. Inside corner. Swing and a miss. Side retired. So it's feast or famine for Alvarez. 5 strikeouts, 4 walks. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Chicago. Due up for the White Sox, Ventura, Sosa, and LaValliere. Robin Ventura, hitless in game 1, 0 for 4. Holtzman to Ventura. Will he take it down the highway? That is a shallow fly ball to right. Jackson coming in, 1 out. Ventura got under that one. 1 out, base is empty for Sammy Sosa. Here's the pitch to Sammy. Sosa lines to Bando, 2 away. Excellent reaction by Sal at the hot corner. 2 outs, base is empty for Mike LaValliere. LaValliere was 1 for 3 with a double. The pitch to LaValliere. That's a shot. Jackson cuts it off, holding LaValliere to a single. 2 outs. Number 9 batter, Joey Cora. Cora 0 for 3 in game 1. Tennis holding on LaValliere. Holtzman picks up the sign from Duncan. The pitch to Cora. Joey works a walk. Good job by Joey. LaValliere lumbers down to second. 2 outs, 2 on, top of the order. Craig Graybeck. Graybeck doubled his first time up and would score on a 1 out single. No, best 2 out of 3, Roger. Best 2 out of 3, Roger asks. In your tournament, is it 1 loss and out? Nope, best 2 out of 3. Oakland took game 1, 3-2. The pitch to Graybeck, trying to extend the White Sox lead. Fly ball deep center. North has plenty of room. Side retired. Top of 3, 1-0 White Sox. Due up for Oakland. Campaneris, Jackson, and Gino Tennis. Wilson Alvarez back up on the bump. He struck out 5. He's walked 4. Hopefully those walks do not come back to haunt Alvarez. Campaneris, an excellent bunter. Corners move in. Thomas in at first. Ventura in at third. LaValliere wiggles the fingers. Alvarez shakes him off. Now he's ready. He rocks and deals to Bert Campaneris. Swing and a miss. Just overpowered him with 3 fastballs. 6 strikeouts for Wilson Alvarez. Reginald Martinez Jackson steps to the plate. He was a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. The pitch to Reggie, outside corner. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. K number 7. Alvarez looks to strike out the side. He'll face Gene Tennis. Tennis grounded to short. The pitch to Gino. Swing and a miss. Alvarez strikes out the side, pumps his fist, and goes to the White Sox dugout. Bottom of 3, 1-0 Chicago. Oakland leads the best of 3 as they took game 1 in Oakland 3-2. For the Pale Hose, Johnson, Thomas, and Raines. To face Kenny Holtzman. Lefty-lefty matchup. We're going to go for the drag bunt. Bunts it out. Tennis charges, has it. Throws to Brown on the wheel play. Out number 1. Scoring at home, 3-4. Base is empty for Frank Thomas. Thomas knocked in a run with a single. He has 3 ribbies in under 2 games. The pitch to the Big Hurt. Grounder, deep short. Campaneris backhands. Throws to first, 2 down. Base is empty. 2 outs for Tim "The Rock" Raines. Raines struck out in his first at-bat. Switch hitter batting righty against the left-hand hurling Holtzman. Duncan goes through the signs. Holtzman nods his head. The pitch to Raines. Fly ball, right center field. Jackson on the move at the track, at the wall, and he makes the catch. The side is retired. Raines gave it a ride, but Jackson corralled it. Top of 4, 1-0 White Sox. Due up for the A's, Bando, Rudy Johnson. Sal Bando 0 for 1. He was a strikeout victim. Again, Alvarez has struck out 8 now while walking 4. Bando awaits the Alvarez offering. Pitch homeward bound. Bando works a walk. Walk number 5 for Alvarez. These will come back to haunt you, unfortunately. Here's Joe Rudy 0 for 1. Rudy was a strikeout victim. Sox hope to turn 2 up the middle with Graybeck and Cora. Alvarez looks to first. Now in to the plate. Picks up the sign. The pitch to Rudy. Rudy, fly ball towards the line and right. Sosa on the move, makes the catch. Bando retreats to first. 1 out, 1 on. Deron Johnson at the plate. Johnson was one of those 5 walks in his first at-bat. Again, the White Sox looking for a double play ball off the bat of Johnson. Alvarez deals quickly to Johnson. Johnson, base hit, left center field. Raines cuts it off. Bando halts at second. 1 out, 2 on. Bando, the tying run at second, below average runner. Go ahead run at first. Johnson, below average runner. At the plate, Dave Duncan. Duncan was a strikeout victim. Alvarez takes a deep breath. LaValliere sets the target. The pitch to his counterpart, Dave Duncan. LaValliere wants to make sure they're on the same page. Back behind the plate. Pitch homeward bound. Duncan, base hit, left center. Raines cuts it off. Bando, they put the brakes on Bando at third. Bases are juiced with 1 out. For Larry Brown, you got to get Larry Brown here. Weak hitting second baseman. We're not going to play in. We don't want to have a big inning. We're going to go aggressive to Brown. Alvarez challenges Brown. Dribbler to Ventura. Ventura. Throw home. No, we're going for 2. Cora. But Duncan goes in hard. Cora can't get anything on the throw. And we're knotted at 1. Oh, no. Duncan went in hard. Cora had to leap over him. Nothing on the throw to big Frank Thomas. Brown gets a ribby on the fielder's choice. 5-4. Let's watch the replay. Again, disregard Bando on every base. Ventura We went for the double play. 77% chance to get the double play. And they're not going to show it. Anyhow, 77% chance and we didn't get it. Sounds like my field goal kicking. 1-1 game, 2 outs for Billy North. North can give the A's the lead. Let's play behind Brown. We're going to go aggressive to Billy North. Swing and a miss. We needed that. The walks come back to haunt us, though. We go to the bottom of the fourth. A's tied it. When the White Sox couldn't turn two, you got to give Dave Duncan, the Oakland catcher, a ton of credit for breaking up that double play. Cora could not get anything on the throw. Bottom of four. For the White Sox, it will be Fisk, Ventura, and Sosa. Uncle Dave Gardner has joined us. Check out his wonderful channel. And, of course, Digital Dice. I think they have their big Black Friday show coming up. What's going to be on sale. Also, he has a wonderful video. I listened to half of it before as I was setting up my stream about just playing a hockey sim. Doesn't matter what kind of hockey sim, but just discussing hockey. A very good stream there, as always, with Uncle Dave Gardner. Hope all is well. He says, cool field. I like these fields. I get them out. I get the fields out of the ballpark. Holtzman on the bump. 1-1 game. Fisk 0 for 1. The pitch to Pudge. And Fisk goes down on the 1-2 count. Fastball is not overpowering for Holtzman, but it has good movement. Kenny is now struck out 2 while walking 1. He'll face a lefty-lefty matchup in Robin Ventura 0 for 1. Duncan goes through the sign, sets the target, the pitch to Ventura. Grounder right side, pulled it to Brown. The second baseman to Tennis. 2 down. Striding to the plate for the White Sox, the right fielder, Sammy Sosa. The pitch to Sosa. Strike 3, ball dropped. Duncan calmly picks it up, throws down to Tennis, side retired. Top of 5, 1-1. We have another pitcher's duel. Alvarez has struck out 9 but walked 5, and one of those walks ended up tying the game on the fielder's choice by Brown in the top of the 4th. Due up here in the top of the 5th for the A's, Campaneris, Jackson, and Tennis. Campy is 0 for 1. He is struck out and walked. Corners will move in. Campy can drop a bunt down. He handles the bat well. Ventura in at third. Thomas in at first. The pitch to Campaneris. Inside corner. Got his arms in. Singles to right center. Dangerous Bert Campaneris at first. Thomas holds him on. Alvarez throws over. And Campaneris just gets back. That was a close one. It was a slap tag by Frank Thomas. Jackson's at the plate, steps back in the box. He's 0 for 2. The pitch to Reginald Martinez Jackson. Outside corner. Line shot to Thomas. Did we double up Campaneris? No, he just gets back in time. Great reaction by the Big Hurt at first. 1 out, 1 on for Tennis. Gino's 0 for 2. Alvarez takes a deep breath. Slide step to Tennis. Swing and a miss. Got him on the inside corner. That fastball tailed in. Tennis hit nothing but air. 10 strikeouts for Alvarez. 2 outs. Campaneris will be off on contact. They throw over to first. Campy gets back. Shortens his lead up slightly. They throw over to first again. Campy shortens his lead up tremendously now. Bando 0 for 1. He struck out and walked. The pitch to Sal. Grounder to Ventura. Ventura the short way to Cora, forcing Campaneris. Side retired. Bottom of 5. Still knotted at 1. If Oakland wins, they advance to round 2 and we move to another series. If the White Sox win, we get to manage back in Oakland. For the White Sox, LaValliere, Cora, top of the order, Graybeck. Mike LaValliere. Singled to right center. He's 1 for 1. Holtzman to LaValliere. Left-hand batting catcher. Shallow fly ball to right. Jackson makes the catch. 1 out. That brings up Joey Cora. He's going to go for the bunt. It's a beautiful bunt down the third base line. Yes! Cora is on with a bunt single. You couldn't roll that ball any better. So Cora's at first. Tennis to hold him on. Here's Graybeck. 1 for 2. We're going to play hit and run. There goes Cora. Graybeck swings. Grounder to Campy. Campy to Tennis. 2 away. Cora in scoring position. We were hoping to find a hole through the infield. But Campy got to that ball, ranging towards second base. Lance Johnson. Big moment. Big moment for Lance Johnson. Christopher Slovak has joined us. Check out that wonderful channel. Lots of great stuff going on there. Again, that's Christopher Slovak. He says, I see you have Adam Silver's 3D fields here made for out of the ballpark baseball. I'm glad they work here. Oh, yeah, you just got to set them up. Yep, they work. I take photos from different games, fields from different games. They work all over the place usually. Oh, if you have 2nd and 10, I will be putting, I found, if you have, the old site doesn't work, but they put up a temporary site that has all the photos and the fields and all that stuff. So I'm going to put that up in Digital to Dice Facebook group page, Sports Replays Facebook group page, and the 2nd and 10 Facebook group page I belong to. I will be putting that up. And actually, you know what I should... Oh, can I do that here? Let's go here. Bear with me a moment. I'll put it up right here, right now, as we take a break for a community public service announcement. I just have to find the email that I emailed to myself at work. From work. Here it is, 2nd and 10. Because the old site does not work, and this one does. And I like to share, contrary to popular belief. For those people who leave me nasty messages. And this is 2nd and 10 new mod site. Or temporary mod site. And it should work. I'm going to click on that again. Yeah, it works. So if someone wants to test that out to tell me if that link works, it should. But I will be posting that link in Digital to Dice, Sports Replays, and 2nd and 10 Facebook groups. All right. 2 outs. Cora, excellent base runner at second. He'll be off on contact. Johnson 0 for 2. The pitch to Lance from Holtzman. Outside corner. Base hit to right. He pulls it to right. Come on, Cora. Send him. Send him. Yes! 2-1 White Sox. That's a clutch hit by Lance Johnson. White Sox desperately want to get back to Oakland for Game 3. That brings up the big hurt Frank Thomas, batting .400. He's knocked in 3 runs. Holtzman to the hurt. No, slide step over Johnson. They got him. He's out. They get Johnson. They get Johnson at second base. So they pick off Lance Johnson as he seems like he was still celebrating his go-ahead single. Side is retired. Frank Thomas will lead off the bottom of the 6th, but Chicago takes the lead on the clutch single by Lance Johnson. Shoddy base running after, but a clutch single. World's Worst Gamer confirms the link worked. Thank you very much. Due up for Oakland, once again looking up at the scoreboard, Rudy, Johnson, and Duncan. Alvarez back up on the bump. He's walked 5, struck out 10. The pitch to Joe Rudy, who is a Boston Red Sox, for 2 outs. Inside corner, what happened there? Strike 3, wild pitch. The ball goes to the behind the catcher to the wall. Rudy advances. Alvarez, his control has been an issue. He gets the strikeout, but the tying run, Joe Rudy at first. Deron Johnson at the plate. The pitch to Johnson. Alvarez. We get a strikeout. It's a wild pitch. Then Johnson walks. Rudy to second. Johnson to first. We might go to our bullpen. We might just go to our bullpen. Alvarez's control has definitely been an issue. We have to win to stay in. Let's check out our bullpen. I might, and we have no days off. The way I set up the tournament is you play. And we'll always play. I might not show all the tournament games because I might not feel it with either team, but I'll play as what I perceive either the team I want to play as or the weaker team. Oh boy. What do they have there? Righties coming up. Alvarez has just been, his control is killing us. Duncan is 1 for 2. Struck out and singled. Rudy's an average runner at second. He's the tying run. Go-ahead run. Below average runner Johnson at first. We're in the top of the 6th. That's it. We are going to our bullpen. And we're going to come with Jose De Leon. Is he a righty? He's a righty. Lefties only bat 203. Righties 192. Jose De Leon's going to come in. He's good for about 30 pitches. That's it. So come on, Jose De Leon. He's done with his warm-up tosses. Has a quick word with LaValliere. LaValliere back behind the plate. Duncan steps back in the right-hander's batter's box. De Leon to Duncan. No outs, 2 on. And Duncan singles left center field. Raines cuts it off. Rudy is held at third. Bases are juiced, and here comes Larry Brown. He has a ribby on a fielder's choice. We don't want a big inning. We're going to play for 2. We'll give up the run. We need a strikeout here. We're going very aggressive. De Leon nods his head. The violent windup and the pitch to Larry Brown. Chopper to second. That's going to score the run. Graybeck. Thomas, we got the double play. Holy cow, what a beautiful turn there. Only a 14% chance. A quick pivot by Cora and an excellent return throw from Graybeck to Thomas for the 4-6-3 double play. No ribby for Brown on that one. Rudy scores to tie the game at 2. Johnson to third. Johnson 90 feet away from tying this game. Billy North at the plate. He is 0 for 2. The pitch to Billy North. We're going aggressive. Swing and a miss. He chased down and away. But once again, Oakland battles back. Bottom of 6, 2-2. Alvarez will get a no decision. His control was awful, even though he struck out. He struck out 10. Did he strike out 10? Go here. Struck out 11. Walked 6. One of those strikeouts was a wild pitch that allowed Rudy to get to first, and he ended up scoring the tying run. So Alvarez was good, but yet bad. The big hurt was at the plate when Lance Johnson was picked off. Holtzman nods his head. He rocks and deals to Frank Thomas. Thomas, inside pitch, drives at deep center field. Billy North on his horse at the track, at the wall, makes the catch, 1 away. Big Hurt claps his hands, just missed it. 1 out for Tim the Rock Raines. He's going for the bunt hit. Drops a beauty! Yes! Raines catches the A's napping. Excellent base runner at first. Tennis will hold him on. Fisk is 0 for 4 in the playoffs, in the tournament. 0 for 2 today. And I think we're going to go to someone else. Ozzie Guillen, but then we're going to lose, and he's an excellent defensive shortstop. .297. Pasco, a lefty-lefty matchup, but Holtzman has a tougher time with lefties. Oh, Holtzman's a lefty. I gotta look at the lefty average. I was looking at the righty average. George Bell. George Bell will pinch hit and stay in at DH. Come on, big old Georgie. George Bell to get his first at-bat. Yes, I am. World's Worst Gamer says, a Red Sox fan is going to take Fisk out of the lineup? Come on. I did it. So George Bell at the plate. 1 out. The speedy Rains at first. The go-ahead run. Tennis holds him on. Duncan has a word with Holtzman. Now back behind the plate. Holtzman looks to first. In at Duncan. The pitch to George Bell. Oh, they throw over. What a move. Rains gets back. Holtzman again looks to first. Now the pitch homeward bound. Bell pops it up on the infield. Campanera's waving his arms on the outfield grass. The A's shortstop waits for the ball to come down. Out number 2. 2 outs for Robin Ventura, who's 0 for 2. Rains will attempt to steal. There goes Rains. Duncan throws down. And he's out. Oh. Side is retired. Campaneras applies the tag. It was a quick, accurate release by Duncan. And Rains is caught stealing. We go to the top of the 7th, knotted at 2. De Leon back up on the mound in relief of Wilson Alvarez to face Campaneras, Jackson, and Tennis. Corners move in for the White Sox. Ventura in at third, Thomas in at first. The pitch to Campy from De Leon. Strikes him out on the inside corner, caught him looking. Campaneras thought the pitch was low. Umpires his belt line. Here's Reginald Martinez Jackson 0 for 3. As John DFW says, when it rains, it pours. It sure does. Thank you for joining us, John DFW. The pitch to Jackson. Outside corner, swing and a miss. Blows the fastball high and away. Jackson goes down once again. White Sox pitching has been tremendous. Between both pitchers, they have struck out 14 batters. The problem was Alvarez's control, which cost them both runs. Let's go back to pitching. Close that. 2 outs, base is empty for Gene Tennis. Tennis can pop out of the ballpark. You got to be careful with Gino. LaValliere wiggles the finger, sets the target. The pitch to Gino Tennis. Oh, comes too far inside. That plunks him. Tennis to first. Thomas to hold Tennis on. Bando's 0 for 2. De Leon asks for a new baseball. LaValliere gets one, tosses him out to it. De Leon rubs it up. Now he's back up on the perch. Peeks to first. Looks to the plate. Slide step to Bando. LaValliere wants to make sure they're on the same page. Now the pitch homeward bound. And there's the bugaboo walk. Tennis to second. Bando to first. Tennis is an average base runner. This game's knotted at 2. If the A's win, they advance to round 2. Joe Rudy's 0 for 3. We're going to challenge Rudy. We're going to go very aggressive. Fly ball, center field deep. Johnson racing back at the track. Makes the catch. The side is retired. Oakland strands 2. We go to the bottom of the 7th here at Comiskey Park. In a 2-2 ball game. Due up for the Pale Hose. Ventura, Sosa, LaValliere. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back, for it's root for the White Sox. If they lose, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Holtzman, so far, 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 walk, 3 Ks, no runs. He's given up no homers. Boy, Ventura would like to go yard on Holtzman. Ventura 0 for 6 in the playoff in the tournament, 0 for 2 today. Holtzman to Ventura. And his offer continues. Swing and a miss. Foul tip. Duncan held on to it. Holtzman's now struck out 4. 1 out for Sammy Sosa. He's going for the bunt. Sammy drops a beautiful one down the third base line. Third bunt base hit for these go-go White Sox. So Sosa's at first with 1 out for Mike LaValliere. LaValliere will swing the stick. Base hit to left. Sosa hits second. Rudy bobbles the ball. Sosa goes to third. LaValliere to second. That will be a single and an E7. Oh, a crucial error by Joe Rudy in left for the Oakland A's. With 1 out, Joey Cora comes to the plate. Sosa, excellent base runner at third. Infield's playing normal. We're going suicide squeeze. He puts the bunt down. Holtzman's only play to first. And the White Sox take the lead. 3-2 on the suicide squeeze. That's old school small ball, Billy ball, baseball. What a play. It is 3-2 White Sox. Let's get the replay on that. Cora puts down the bunt on the suicide squeeze. Sosa scores. Holtzman only play was to Brown. The second baseman was covering first. So it's 3-2 White Sox. LaValliere at third. That's a huge insurance run, but there's 2 outs for Craig Grayback. Grayback 1 for 3 with a double. The pitch to Craig. He's plunked by Holtzman. 2 outs, runners on the corner for Lance Johnson. Johnson had the clutch single in the bottom of the 5th to put the White Sox ahead, then was promptly picked off. Holtzman regroups against Johnson. Duncan pounds the mitt, sets the target. Pitch homeward bound to Johnson. Fly ball opposite field. Rudy going back at the wall. Leaps, makes the catch, bangs in the wall. Side is retired, so the Rudy error sets up the squeeze play for Cora. 3-2 top of the 8th. White Sox, they're looking to punch that ticket back to Oakland for a deciding Game 3 in this tournament. DeLeon is tired, and that's it for Mr. DeLeon. We're going to Roberto Hernandez, the closer. Tough on righties or lefties. Hernandez asked to get the 6 outs to propel the White Sox back to Oakland. He'll face Johnson, Duncan, and Brown. Deron Johnson 1 for 1. He's walked, singled, and walked. We're going to go very aggressive. Hernandez, the violent windup, the pitch to Deron Johnson. They're going to go a pinch hitter. Pinch hitting for Johnson, left-hand batting Mike Hegan. Hernandez, he's ready. The pitch to Hegan. Swing and a miss. Got him on the breaking pitch. Changed up speeds there. Another strikeout for White Sox pitching. 1 out. Dave Duncan. Hernandez rocks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Another punch out for White Sox pitching. Excellent job of LaValliere framing the pitch. 2 outs. Bases empty for Brown. Ted Kubiak to pinch hit for Brown. Kubiak, switch hitter, will bat lefty. Hernandez looks in. He's ready. A bead of sweat from his brow. The leg kick, the delivery to Kubiak. Aggressive. Grounder up the middle. Cora ranges to the bag. Throws. Side retired. Excellent backhanded play by Joey Cora. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 3-2 White Sox. Holtzman to face Thomas, Raines, and Bell. The pitch to Frank Thomas, 1 for 3. Holtzman comes inside. Thomas works a walk. So Thomas at first for Tim the Rock Raines. We're going to play hit and run. There goes Thomas. Raines. Fly ball. Rudy coming in. Thomas puts the brakes on. Heads back to first. 1 out, 1 on for George Bell. The pitch to Bell. Swing and a miss. 2 down. Bell came in to pinch hit for the then DH, Carlton Fisk. And he's just as bad as Fisk. We've gotten no production from the DH spot. 2 outs, bases empty for Robin Ventura. Holtzman to the left-hand batting Ventura. Ventura goes the opposite way. Thomas will hold at second. Good piece of hitting by Robin Ventura. Outside pitch, you go with it. Thomas, huge insurance run at second. Ventura at first. Sammy Sosa 1 for 3. The one hit by Sammy, a beautiful bunt down the third base line. Sosa looks to drive the ball to a gap now. Holtzman peeks over his shoulder. Looks in at Duncan. He's ready. He nods. The pitch to Sosa. Duncan, they're not on the same page. Now the pitch homeward bound. The ball gets away from Duncan. Thomas to third. Ventura to second on the pass ball. So I think Holtzman crossed up Duncan. That's why he went out there, and they still couldn't get on the same page. Big moment. Sosa just has to get the ball through the infield. 1-1 count. Sosa awaits the Holtzman offering. Pitch homeward bound once again. Swing and a miss. The side is retired. We go to the top of the 9th. Can we take it to the Game 3 back to Oakland? The game will be televised, as Game 1 was, and Game 2 is being televised. Billy North has gone south of the border with 3 strikeouts today. Hernandez deals aggressively to North. Swing and a miss! 4 punch-outs, Puchantos, for Billy North. White Sox pitching has been dominant. They've now struck out 17 Athletics. Bert Campaneris, we're going to bring our corners in. The pitch to Campy, Hernandez, nothing but fastballs. And Campaneris lashes a triple. The relay throw is not in time. Oh my Lord. Hernandez challenged him, and Campaneris gapped Johnson and Sosa for a 3-bagger. Unbelievable. Here's Reginald Martinez Jackson. Oh, Nelly. Infield in. The pitch to Jackson, trying to tie the game. Swing and a miss! Yes! Another strikeout by Hernandez. It's up to Gino Tennis, who's 0 for 3. Infield goes back to normal. Outfield normal. Campaneris, the tying run at third. Go-ahead run at the plate. In Gene Tennis. Tennis has pop in that bat. Hernandez looks in at Lavalier. He's ready. He rocks and deals to Tennis. Dick Williams, wow, will pinch hit with Mike Epstein. Mike Epstein has a little bit of pop. I would have stuck with Tennis, but he wants that left-handed stick. Jim L., how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. The pitch to Epstein. Can he tie the game? He works a walk. My God, how many guys are going to walk? Anxious moments here at Comiskey Park for the White Sox fans and myself. Campaneris at third. Tying run. Go-ahead run at first in Epstein. He's slow of foot. Bando at the plate. Sal's 0 for 2. He has struck out, walked, banged into a fielder's choice, and walked again. Here's the pitch to Bando from Hernandez. He homers! Unbelievable! Sal Bando does it to the White Sox again. I am just befuddled. A loss for words. Roberto Hernandez hangs his head. Just like he hung that pitch that Bando knocked out of the ballpark 392 feet. And just like that, the Oakland A's take the lead 5-3. Bando is definitely going to be the MVP of this little unfreaking believable bippity boppity boom F you to the moon, says Sal Bando. Let's watch that horrific replay. Booyah! Boom to the moon. Boom goes the ball. Sal Bando touches them all. 5-3 Oakland. Sounds of silence here at Comiskey. Jocularity and joy in the Oakland A's dugout, third base side. Holy cow. I threw up a little bit in my mouth on that. Bando does it again. Holy cow. Somehow they lost their dude there. I don't know what happened. Maybe he got hurt. Sal Bando is now batting .429, 2 homers, 5 ribbies. He scored 3 times. I am playing as the White Sox, Jim L. Here's the pitch to Rudy. And there's a shot to right. Mike Hegan comes to the plate. The pitch to Hegan. There's the strikeout. So Holt will go into play first now. After Epstein pinch hit for tennis, they go with Holt, who's a 6 range and a .993 fielding percentage. Oh my God. The A's look to advance with a 2-0 sweep in round 1. LaValliere is 2 for 3 off Holtzman. The A's are going to stick with Holtzman. I don't control the A's. They're not going to fingers. Holtzman to LaValliere. Grounds to Holt. Holt takes it to the bag himself. Chicago down to the final 2 outs. Joey Cora's 1 for 1. Drag bunt. Nope, that's out number 2. No bunt hit this time, even though we had Graybeck. Holtzman to Graybeck. 1 for 3. Graybeck walks. Graybeck keeps hope alive. Lance Johnson. Johnson comes to the plate. Ron Kittle slugging .569. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. 304. Lefty 268. Well, Johnson has a better chance of getting on. Holtzman's tougher on righties. We're going to stick with Lance Johnson. We're going to take. Oh, my Lord. Is that a favorable call? Johnson didn't like it. 0-1. Grayback will be off on contact. The pitch to Johnson. Chopper up the middle. Campaneris has it. Safe. Oh, what a stretch by Holt. This game is over. The Oakland A's sweep the Chicago White Sox thanks to the bat of Sal Bando with a 3-2 victory in Game 1, a 5-3 victory in Game 2. The Oakland A's advance. Oh, my God. Bando bams the White Sox. That is an ouch. We don't need to do the recap. We just watched it. But it was the big 2-out homer by Sal Bando. 3-run homer by Bando. Second of the tournament. Bando definitely player of the game in games 1 and 2. I wonder if they gave it to Bando. I would give it to Bando. See what they gave Bando. Yeah. Let's go to pitching. We struck out 19 Oakland A's. You know what killed us? Walks. We walked 8. 6 of them by Wilson Alvarez. Walk and the strikeout wild pitch. Both of those runs scored. And then Hernandez gives up. And Roberto Hernandez never saved a big game in his life. And he does it to me, screwing me, giving up the 3-run homer to Bando. Walks kill you. Walks kill you. And again, Rudy was a tying run. We struck him out, but he reached first on the wild pitch strikeout. Holtzman goes 9. They have not gone to their bullpen. So they'll be well rested into round. There are no days off in any of these games, including when you get to the next round. We just play. Wow. Unbelievable. So Holtzman, 9 innings, 9 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned. Walked 3, struck out 6. Alvarez, no decision, 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Walked 6, struck out 11. Walks came back to haunt us. De Leon, 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 3 Ks. Hernandez, the losing pitcher out of the pen, 2 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs off the bat. When he gave up the home run off the bat of Bando, they were earned a homer, a walk, and 5 Ks. Again, let me tell you, we struck out 19 Oakland A's, but we walked 8. Wow. Billy North, 0 for the world. He was 0 for 4, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. Bert Campaneris, 2 for 4, a run scored, a walk, 2 strikeouts, a triple. Reggie Jackson continues to suck. 0 for 5, he struck out 4 times. Gene Tennis was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Epstein, the pinch hitter, walked and would score, shockingly. Holt came in to play defense, played very well in the bottom of the 9th in the field. Bando, 1 hit, a 3-run homer. He walked and struck out. He walked twice, struck out once. Joe Rudy, 1 for 5, a run scored and 2 strikeouts. Deron Johnson was 1 for 1. Also, he had 2 walks. Hegan pinch hit for Johnson. He was 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Duncan, the A's catcher, 2 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Larry Brown, 0 for 2, but had a ribby when he beat out a double play ball thanks to the hard slide of Duncan into second. Cora could not get anything on the throw. Walked once. Kubiak, pinch hitter, 0 for 1. The A's, in their sweep of the White Sox, as they take the first 2 games in the best of 3, Game 2, 34 at-bats, 5 runs, 7 hits, 4 ribbies, 8 walks, 19 strikeouts. A triple and a homer. The Chicago White Sox mustered 9 hits but could not win. Graybeck, 1 for 3 with a run score, a walk, and a double. Lance Johnson, 1 for 5 with a ribby. Frank Thomas, 1 for 3, a ribby and a walk. Frank ended up batting .333. So did Johnson and Graybeck, but Graybeck had only 1 start. Tim Raines was 1 for 4 with a strikeout. He batted .500. Fisk sucked. He was 0 for 2. He pinch hit for Bell. He was 0 for 2, and they both struck out once. Ventura, 1 for 4 with a strikeout. He ended up batting .125. Sosa, 1 for 4 with a run scored and 2 strikeouts, batted .250. Mike LaValliere, 2 for 4. He batted .429. Well, we're out as the White Sox. Cora, 1 for 2, a run scored, a ribby, and a walk. He batted .200. Chicago, in Game 2, 33 at-bats, 3 runs, 9 hits, 3 ribbies, 3 walks, 6 Ks, and a double. So there you have it, folks. The White Sox are out. Oakland advances. Bando with the boom. Let's go to the playoff. Let's go here. So Oakland advances. Well, they're actually going to have a day off because they can't play on the 8th. So they will get a day off because it will go 9, 10, and 11. Let's go to detail. I hate that it starts in January. I got to switch this. I wish when you changed it once, it changed it for everything and just went forward. So June 10, 12, no, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, let me make sure that's like that. It is. Okay, I'm going to have to switch those around after. So Oakland advances. Up next, we're going to be playing as Texas against Baltimore. So it will be the 74-78 Rangers versus the 79-83 Orioles. I don't know if I'm going to show that one. I might just play that offline. I think we have some Blue Jay fans. Maybe we'll play that one online. We'll play any Yankees or Mets. Or actually, it's all American League. I'm sorry. Cleveland. We got some Cleveland fans. We'll play those. Obviously, all the Red Sox will play. So, and we might play Texas. That's going to be tough. Baltimore has a very good team, 79-83. Texas team, not bad. Let's give you a little preview of the Texas squad. Was it 74-78? I think it was, right? 74-78. Yeah, and then 79-83. Okay. So Texas, and I got to put the managers in. Got to put the managers in. Who's the manager? Frank Lucchese. So I'll find a photo for him and we'll put it in. I finally figured out how to do managers. It's so easy. Can't believe it took me that long to figure it out. It's kind of neat to have it. I'll show you. And it comes up when you make a decision. If a decision comes up in that little box. So Oakland. You can see we have Dick Williams. And then Chicago had, was it Gene Lamont, I think? Gene Lamont. Doesn't matter now. And I think I'm going to switch. I'm going to put a different ball field in for Oakland. I think I'm going to use an out-of-the-ballpark one. Let's quickly go back to the 74-78 Rangers. Jenkins is going to start game 1, and Perry will start game 2. So I like my pitchers there. Batting, Burrows has some pop. Toby Harrah has some pop. OPS. Hargrove can get on base. I mean, we got a decent offensive team. We got to make up a good lineup, though. And I think we're going to definitely change that ballpark to something different. So I like our pitchers. We have Fergie in the first game, Gaylord Perry in the second. I probably will go with, if it goes 3 games, Doyle Alexander, obviously all hands on deck. All right. We're playing Baltimore. Let's take a look at Baltimore. Once I find Baltimore. Baltimore. Oh, here. 79-83. Their pitchers. They'll probably go Flanagan, McGregor, Stone. I mean, they have good pitching. Batters. Murray, Singleton, Ripken, Lowenstein, Gary Renick, Doug Descent. That's a good team. That 79-83 Orioles. Very good team. So I think maybe we'll show the Rangers and Orioles. That might be a bit fun. I like those pitching. I like that I have Ferguson, Jenkins. Again, I have I like that I have Fergie. He's got a whip 1.084. Perry 1.183. We got a shot here with those two pitchers. What's our bullpen? Our bullpen not awesome. Steve Foucault, 11 saves. Paul Lindblad, 3 saves. Len Barker, 2 saves. A lot of mixing and matching, it looks like. What I like about Fergie Jenkins and Gaylord Perry, we got about 130 pitches. Probably a little more. So, that's up next. We will show that, I've decided. Unless life gets in the way. And life does get in the way, and that's okay. So the A's advance with a sweep of the White Sox as they win 3-2 and 5-3. Oh, they did do an off day. There was not supposed to be an off day. 4, 6, 8. I didn't want off days. They give you an off day, I guess. All right. So 4, 6. What was that? 4, 6, 8. So this is going to be 10. All right, fine. 12 and 14. Because they give you a travel day. All right, so that's our next series of games in the tournament. Texas, I'll be playing as the Rangers, and that's 74 through 78. And again, this was a 5-year franchise. It's the American League, and it was created by Steve Tate. He had a wonderful interview with Beatles Eternally, so check that out on Beatles channel. It was yesterday. And once again, thank you to Beatles Eternally for introducing this wonderful set and Steve Tate for creating it. I'd like to thank World's Worst Gamer, Jim L., John DFW, Christopher Slovic, Dave Gardner, Mark Jones, Roger Ramjet, Midlife Crisis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you enjoyed the stream, smack that like button. Bring you some more action PC baseball. Again, we probably are not going to show every game in the tournament, but we will show you as many games as are fun. So, stay safe, be smart. Greatly appreciate your time. God bless. I love you all. We'll see you soon. You know what's coming, folks. Peace! The A's advance to round 2 with a 2-0 sweep of the Chicago White Sox. Oakland wins Game 1 in Oakland 3-2. And then Game 2 in Chicago. And we thought we were going to pull it off. We blow it in the top of the 9th with Roberto Hernandez. Sal Bando homers in Game 1. Homers in Game 2. The Pale Hose go bye-bye. See you soon. Peace.